Let's get everyone pinged about the stream in my Discord. Got to do. Fresh. Money me, money now. There we go. All right. All right. Well, we got dailies to do. Let's do the dailies. Scrandle moment. Bow buns or slider box? Probably the bow buns. Sharer box or fried banana. I like that sharer box. I gotta get used to your new avatar. Don't worry, it's the only thing you're gonna see on my channel from now on. So if you watch me regularly, you know, it shouldn't be too hard to get too used to it. How does one submit a deck? Read the description of the YouTube stream, Winter Schaffer. It'll be for next week's stream. All right, you're not submitting for this week's stream. It'll be for next week's stream. These are the ones that were submitted last week, right? Like, it's always the week before that I do. Garlic and tomato sausages with scrambled tofu boff or Cubano sandwich. If this is less than this because it has the word tofu and I'm going to scream. All right, thank God. Hot dog or pulled pork bap. I want the pulled pork, baby. Are you getting more frames for your new avatar over time, or is there permanent form? Yes, there is more art coming. It's just that my artists can only get so much done because they have a really large backlog. So, yeah. That's it. Bacon cheeseburger or hot pork pie? I'll take the bacon cheeseburger. Cheesy chips or cheeseburger? Oh. This is the one where I always fuck it up. Give me the cheesy chips. Where they both suck, that one's really hard to do. Jerk chicken or double chicken and bacon smash burger. I'm not gonna lie, I would prefer the jerk chicken if the prices were the same, but the prices aren't the same, so. Pizza slice or pie and mash. I'm gonna get with a can of beer. You can't discount it. Nah, fuck. It's just too expensive, I guess. Fuck. I was almost close. I almost got it perfect. All right, now I don't care. Cheeseburger. No one ever eats this. That looks good. Okay. Bellify. I keep saying I'm going to fix this, and I never do. But highlighting makes it work better. 1 mana enchantment with 2 mana. This is Phyrexian Reclamation. Choose one. Instant. Okay, so it's an instant. So it's not a command. And it's not a charm. It's just a choose one and has 2 different modes. It's not like Brotherhood and... It's not Slagstorm. That's the closest I feel like I've gotten. If it did damage to stuff, it would mention its name in the text. Oh, this is probably, it's like one of these, it's like a, is one of the modes counter target spell? Look, no. I'll be around for the deck review. Totally fine with going ahead though, regardless of everything convenience. Oh, it's okay. So if you want, you are able to postpone it to next Tuesday or next Sunday if you wanted to instead and be present. That's up to you. If you want me to do it this week, I'll just do it this week and you can watch the VOD. Or if you really want to be present, you can postpone it to a different stream in the future. How do I sign up for the deck review? Read the description. Ensnared Prey. Animu, thank you for the tier 1. Okay. Look. Draw. No. They both start with the same sentence. I can watch the VOD. Okay, great. Sounds good. I'll do it without you then. This is a choose one spell. Choose one. And then there's 2 modes. Right, there's... These first 2 sentences are almost the same. This spell. Coffee with milk, thank you for the prime sub. And starting a scam train. The cube review is the same slot, right? Yes, it's the same slot if you want to get a cube reviewed instead. You just have to, it's just 10 more. Just read the whole blurb on the coffee. It's the same slot, yeah. It just costs slightly more. Because I'm looking at 5 times what a commander deck would be. Is that a PNG avatar? What program do you use? I use, this is called via tube, I think, or whatever. It's like, it's spelled weird. It's like, it's a free download on it's a free download on itch. Okay, by the way, I literally just listened to this album today by Violet Pony. I thought I hated Violet Pony's music, but it turns out she's really good at like rock and nu metal. And like, I just never listened to this album because I was like, oh, I don't like any of the other songs. Okay. Choose one. I have no idea. E. Does the sorcery choose one? Creature. Creatures with... Oh, it's going to be like creatures with less power, creatures with greater power. Forky, mate. Thank you for the prime. Will there be any new fairy commanders next set? I'd be very shocked if there wasn't. We've only seen so much, though. Each non-land level 2. What the hell? Aegis Futsu. Thank you for the prime. The original version of the Rakdos card. Oh. Oh. This is, yeah. Fuck. What's the name of that card? I can picture it in my head. Gain control of all creatures. It's gain control of all creatures with mana value 4 or greater or 3 or less. Mob Rule. Oh, Colin, have you been playing Magic? Since Aether Revolt, like Kaladesh block. So like 7 years now, like, right? Has it been that long? It's 2018. Yeah, no, it's been 7 years. 10? There's no shot it's been 10 years. Call me crazy. I think Succumb to the Cold is in more decks than the card that doesn't work in Commander. Werewolf. Really? Has the vampire type line? The other one has a werewolf type line. You can't use that as an argument. Have you been playing consistently? Yes, I have been playing consistently. Oh, these suck. Really? Dude, I guess as lesson, that got better. Oh. Today's just awful card day. This is a bird. I've been playing since Tempest 1997. Holy based, Bob. I say it's Jerboa is okay, but it's all creatures. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jerboa. This card is not bad though, especially for like combo. Okay, Cyber Drive is broken. Even though it's not even out yet, it's better than that. All right, we're all done. Pop open the coffee and get these deck reviews lined up. God, it's Tuesday already. Six. All right, great. Risbin. You're the one who didn't DM me the link, so I need to open up this. Oh, wait. There's no link here. I'll be on stream, Risbin. And there's nothing else. Xporf, thank you for the tier 1. Just link it in chat. You're good. Do you ever play with randoms, either online or LGS? Yeah, sometimes I do. Not online, but I'll go to an LGS every so often with friends, and we'll play with randoms. But I don't really play that much Commander as of late. Mostly it's been Pauper and Modern recently. Yasholta. There's nothing I can do about Helios, sorry. I don't have power over Twitch software. Okay, anyway. Get Dream Halls or Omniscience in play, and then storm off with Curiosity effect on a pinger. Oh, Yasholta does deal damage. Okay, okay. No, I'm digging this. All right. Okay, 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 okay. I like this. I like this. Okay, so it's a Dream Halls combo deck. Okay, already. I am just terrified of colorless cards in an like, this is a deck where we want to be Dream Hall comboing. We need to have as much of one color or the other as possible. So for that, for that reason, I'm gonna just like Ixnay everything that isn't a color. Let's do Sand Scout ramping. Right, the white ketchup dorks. Like this is a way to ramp without. Yeah, I know it's mostly a blue and black deck, but you're still able to like pitch cast white cards. I did Sand Scout. I dig Sand Scout. I see. I was like, you did Sand Scout and then decided to cut it? You know who you're watching? I'm going to put it back in every single time. Temple the False God out. Okay. Arid Archway. I'm going to say we're mostly blue, so I'll add Ipnu Rivulet. Okay, I'm probably gonna take out the bounce sleds. I know we have MDSCs, that's cute and everything, but I just don't know how to vibe with it. I'm sorry. Zorius Chancery, right? There we got that. Demir Aqueduct. It's already out. And then Orzhov Basilica. There we go. Ifnir. The reason why we don't put the white one in my opinion, is just because you already have white if you're casting Sand Scout. Scavenger Grounds. This thing is the final one. We don't need a lot of deserts. We only need about 4, I kind of believe is the correct number. And the cycling deserts always enter tapped, whereas these enter untapped if you draw them naturally. Right? Okay, I just have a question. How do you feel about Painter Serpent? Because this makes your combo explode. I have a Masterpiece Painters and you haven't put in the deck yet? Like, come on. This is sweet, right? It's literally so good for Dream Halls, right? Yeah, it makes all the lands colored too. For Dream Halls? Like, come on. It's so good. Same kind of notion. Isn't there one that makes everything black? Or is that only creatures? I think Darkest Hour only makes creatures black, right? It doesn't make all spells everywhere black. The only Painter Servant kind of does what you want to do. Okay. So. Delny feels a bit win more. Especially now that we have Painter Servant. Sure. I mean, I'm honest to God, let's just lean on Yasholta. Although, she does only do it if you cast a mana value 4 or greater spell. Of which you don't have that many. So actually, let's add it back in the little dork. It's 3 or greater? Oh, the last 4 more like that's where I'm getting the 4 from. Is it not Yasholta? Yashtola! Tola! Oh, it's not the opposite. It's Yashtola. 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 Ishtola? You say so. I haven't played Final Fantasy, can you tell? I actually don't really like Sigil of Sleep, right? It's like return target. Yeah, like this is just annoying. It doesn't really win that well. And I think for a second I saw no, I like Solitary Confinement. Okay, I thought I saw the evil card that I hate. Propaganda. Okay, so Moon Blessed Cleric. Perplex is already in. I don't like Savines, but we should probably be like on Idyllic. Okay, so with Moonblessed Cleric, I really do think what's a very fun card to be running here is Teleportation Circle, right? So you can go Moonblessed for Telly. Telly flickers Moonblessed. And then Moonblessed gets like Ophidian Eye. Next turn, Teleportation Circle. You get Dream Halls. And you have a couple other flicker cards that are decent. I feel those cards are too slow, the copy land stuff. All right, let's add in a couple more creatures that are flickerable. Just so that way you're not like totally dead drawing. Kelly. No frantic search? It's okay. I don't know, why do we care about discard? Untapping. Like it's like a free spell with your Shulta, I guess, but here's the thing, all of our spells are free once we're comboing. Like I'm not really too concerned about that. Yeah, Zer's in the deck. So, we are looking for more flicker cards. That is what I want to focus on. Nuke Zom, thank you for the prime. Flickerable idiots. Let's consult Wizard Hell and Linvala Flash. Could go Sky Clavey with it. I forgot this deck ran initiative as like the flicker targets. Like anti-causal wouldn't be too bad, but would Felly be in the deck? We're wrong thought process. We're looking for things that are flickerable, not vice versa. Yeah, Baleful Strix is kind of just a free ball. Anti-causal is colors though. Well, it's actually any color we choose. I like the Watcher for Tomorrow. Baleful Strix Rex. Let's then do Muddle the Mixture. How are we keeping cards in hand? You put a Curiosity on Nisholta, or an Ophidian Eye, or Tandem Lookout. Or you put it on like a Black Mage. And then you draw 3 cards every time you cast a card. Oh, Lorian's already in. Great. Oh my gosh, this deck's good. We have a mod to kill this guy. Guess not. Terrible. Here, Erasmus, you're here like every stream. I'm modding you. You can now ban all my chatters. Alright, so. You know what'd be pretty good, actually, is like a recruiter. Right, this is... Oh, it's a 1-3. Sad day, sad day. If this was a 1-2, then we could get Recruiter of the Guard in here, but it's not. It was just a follower bot. Oh, joined free followers. It's like, it was nothing. I would like to put you on Confounding riddle is what I'm thinking of. No, that's just YouTube chat, Helios. And so there's this thing called redundancy, where like if you get Dream Halls exploded, Leo Dragon, you want like more options. I don't like one with the multiverse though. That one only lets you do it once a turn, which isn't really that good. I'm just concerned with the castability of Omniscience. Do we just want to show and tell? It's perplexable. Let's go Omni right into play. Containment Priest non-bows with Teleportation Circle in our deck. Yeah, it is slightly too explosive, but like, what needs to line up? You need Yasholta in play or another pinger. You need a Curiosity on them, and then you show and tell. Like, I guess you can show and tell and then just spin into all that shit. Let's just play test it out and see how it feels. What if someone puts out a Bane of Progress? Then you lose. It probably is, Erasmus. Sorry. Like, sadly. Okay. We're show and telling. Like, we have stock up already. You can't kick this, sadly, but... because this gets tutored off Moonblast Cleric, and the other one doesn't. Shrinky Dink. They do. I think Ira of Dawn, you're just not like grasping what show and tell does. Like you can't. That's not how that works. That's not what we're talking about. Are we running Brain Surge? We are. Let's do like Elk, if I buy a deck review and there's True. We could run like Spider Sense. Counters a non-creature spell or it counters a trigger. If there's okay, yes, you can buy another one if there's slots still available. Only the day before the next stream. So like on Saturday, you can buy a Sunday slot if you've already bought one. Monday, you can buy a Tuesday slot if you've already bought one. It just gives everyone a chance to get it. But hey, listen, last minute, like if all the slots didn't sell out, which they haven't so far, thank God. But like if all the slots haven't sold out, you can snag one, yeah. Because like that slot's not going to sell anyway, so you might as well. Let's do like Archaeomancer. I think Archaeomancer is pretty fun. Okay. Draw. Windswept Teeth. Crack it. Hollowed Fountain. Ponder. That's a shuffle. Panharmonicon's not good. I don't put it in most Flicker decks. It just kind of win more. Undercity Sewers on your end step. Transpose. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. Horizon of Progress. Let's Grim Tutor or Dream Halls. All right, striking a transpose. Yeah. No, hindsight. Fuck. We should have gotten some other object. Wait, did I just discard my land? I did. Believe it or not, that's not what I meant to do. Maybe we actually just idyllic tutor. Curiosity. So if we draw a land here, we kind of win. Blue. Curiosity. Dream Halls. Oh, you can discard it, lol. Galadriel's Dismissal. Oh, wait, we draw 3, and then we go up 4, yeah. There's Tandem, look out. Yeah, so you're just infinite here. So, and discard to Castia Sholta too. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so major issue alert. Dream Halls is symmetrical. This is something I've forgotten. That's okay. Voice of victory. It's my turn. No one's allowed to have fun, okay? Grand Abolisher. Stop having fun. I'm begging you. Go away, go away, go away. This is my turn. This is my turn. Run honest to God silence in your deck. Oh, 2-mana Teferi would be really good, wouldn't it? Ooh, 5-mana Teferi is also really good. Teferi, MV equals 5. Type creature. It's Zalfir, right? Creature. Mage of Zalfir. I like this one a lot because it has flash. You flash it in. Dink. And then everything just has flash. Yeah, Teferi time. Raveler. And that one you can perplex for. And then all the other ones you can muddle the mixture for. Yeah, no, both Teferis are good. Okay. Yeah, maybe we do cut this Teferi. I was thinking about it because like you can Wizard cycle in this deck really well now. Wizard. 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 Like you have a good Wizard cycling core. So that 5-mana Teferi could be Wizard cycled for. Yeah, I can get Bird Teferi. This one's my preferred printing because this is what I have in my modern deck. Okay, Starfield of Nyx out, even though it's funny as hell. We're a combo deck. Do we really care about the board this much? Like, Tragic Arrogance, you can at least cast while you're comboing. I mean, I'm probably just going to cut a cantrip. Yeah, there's no like coffee command or anything. Okay. Gemstone Caverns in play. Hang on, wait. Let's roll a d4. If we roll a 1, we're the first player. Fuck! No! Alright. Vault of Champions. Let's actually get no. We can mana drain something or whatever. Okay. So see, look, the beautiful thing about the bounce land here. Think 1, 2, 3, 4. Teleportation circle. Flicker's Knight. And we're still behind on lands, technically. Can we trigger the Knight of the White Orchid on 2 since we went first? No. It would always be on 3, which is what we did. We played it on 3. That's like assuming someone like rampant growth, which isn't too insane. I'll keep a Seagate Restoration. Denthis, thank you for the tier 1. Helm. Now let's get Ophidian Eye and Seagate. Think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Think so. Just keep 1 open, draw 4. Okay, this is turn 7 Omni. What modern deck of yours has Teferi? Right, this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we're 1 short. Terrible, terrible day. The modern deck I have that runs Teferi is Miracles. Yeah, this is the Miracles list. So the joke is on the end step of your turn 3, I have Brain Surge. Untap, upkeep, draw, Terminus you. Land for turn. 3 mana Teferi. Next turn, land, Isochron Scepter, Orm's Chant underneath it. Now all your creatures don't matter because I've permanently kicked Orm's Chant. Or even if I miss my land drop, I can just go bounce the creature you just played. Or whatever. Isochron Scepter with Orm's Chant underneath it. And even without kicker, I can just keep you off spells. So, yeah. Scepter Chant's broken. Scepter Chant's such a good combo. And you kind of need it because Eldrazi is like really dominant in the format. And you can't outgrind Eldrazi. So what you have to do is just Scepter Chant them as fast as possible. And they can't do anything about it. That's the beautiful thing. There's like Trinisphere that slows you down somewhat, but like it doesn't stop you. I guess there's Karn. Karn stops you, but then you just counter it. Like, I don't know. There's counterplay to Karn. It's not like hopeless. What Eldrazi when everyone runs 10 consigns? Consign to Memory sucks. It's not a good card against Eldrazi. You need to target their mana base. I have a Lutri deck. This deck cannot win against Eldrazi. And that's with Obsidian Charmaw, Price of Freedom, Cleansing Wildfire, Break the Ice, all in the sideboard. Harbinger of the Seas, that's with 5 sideboard cards dedicated to just ruining Eldrazi life. Right? The only game I've ever taken off of Eldrazi with this deck so far is I've gone Break the Ice their land, turn 4 Snapcaster, Break the Ice their land with like a couple of creatures in play that beat them to death. Right, like that's the only game I've ever taken off of Eldrazi. But Lures feels pretty, or Lutri feels pretty good in every other matchup. But just like Eldrazi's like tough. Anyway, I think this is about good. I kind of like your transmute for getting either part of the combo you need. Like you can get Pinger or whatever. Like this deck's also just fine as like I have a Pinger with an Ophidian Eye on it. Like you don't need the Omniscience, which is something I quite appreciate. Maybe consider that wizard cycling package we were talking about earlier, but honestly, I think this deck's pretty good to go. Thank you, Rizbin. No, I love Modern too. Modern's such a fun format. Rurik Thar! Leo, tell me you're here. Yes, hello, hello. You are here. Okay, Leo, I'm going to read your blurb, and then we're going to talk about it. I'll be present for the stream. Leo, basically Stompy deck to end all Stompy lists. An old version of this deck was the list that got me back into Magic as a whole and underwent major rebuild a few months ago to bring it to the current deck. I have this unsleeved in paper as God intended. Don't want Universes Beyond and don't want any insanely cards $15 or more, but I'm willing to be somewhat flexible on a budget. Deck occasionally has has issues with both interaction and closing games. Rurik does make it a bit weird given I take 6 for playing non-creatures out with him, so I'm trying to minimize the damage taken. Okay. What can I do to convince you to go down the 5 instants you have and run Primal Surge? Is this something you want to do? That's my first question. If the answer is no, then great, we can move on. It's just a question I have to clear. I had a vision with Primal Surge before, and it was really iffy. No, so not a huge fan of it. So what do you mean very iffy? Because I find this card to actually be very decent. And it's actually really easy to make it work for you. But I get, like, you know, losing instant speed stuff for the most part does kind of suck. So I'm going to put in considering. We can talk about it later. So mostly with Rurik-Thar, what I really like doing is maximizing your value with your creatures by having just a lot of spell-like creatures. So, okay, you do have Eladamri already. You have Augur Bottom. Beast Whisperer. Just an overrun. I like the Garrick's Uprising. I don't know how to feel about the Guardian Project. I get it's just a Beast Whisperer, but it's a Beast Whisperer that punches you in the head. Is that, so, mostly, is that one card still around? Dragonborn Champion. Whenever a source you control does 5 or more damage to a player, draw. Right? That makes it so whenever Rurik punches someone, it hurts. Oh, if only we could run Beseiju, it'd be so good here. I like these because you can play them as lands. Instants, I think I just want to play test this out and see how it kind of feels, because it is just full of big monsters. Do we not have Xenagos? You had issues closing games, right? Like Xenagos. If you want something that closes games, it's Xenagos. Is there Morag or Karlak in there? I don't know how to feel about a lot of those. Okay, like your density of 1 mana dorks. Scrap Gorger. Nightshade Dryad. I don't know if I want to pay 2 mana for a dork unless it is doing something significantly good. Like, once we get to 3, Garrick's Harbinger's not the best draw. Like, let's look at, there's a backup one. It's really cool. You can run, Doomscar Warrior is the one I'm thinking of. And then Emergent Woodworm. This card's really fun. For like a card advantage-y kind of deal. But I think I want to focus a lot more on like 3 mana ramp for 2 idiots. You know what I mean? Like that feels like the good sweet spot. Like Breach is out. I like Outcaster. I like Professional. Rex Sage. Shaman. Okay, so like more Shaman or Forgotten Ways type cards. Of which there are a few. Okay, Adversary out. It's a big creature, but no. So add mana value equals 3. So like Gwenna. Yeah, like Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Somberwald Sage is what I'm thinking about. I just don't really like 1 toughness is the big issue. Is Trouble in Pairs really that good? Trouble in Pairs is fine, yeah. It's a decent card. Let's look at 2. Damn, I guess it is Somberwald. Brunati could be fun. You just don't have enough 7-drops, which is the magic number with Brunati. Elena, I'm not a big fan of. It's kind of just too expensive to use most of the time. Gilarna is a little bit more interesting, but isn't it only mana value 6 or greater spells that trigger her? Yeah, mana value 6 or greater. Ugh. Yeah, I know the mana can go anywhere, but you want the draw. Duraga? Yeah, Duraga is an awesome recommendation. I love my Duraga Tree Speaker, as I like to call it, Soul Ring. Alright, let's play test. Draw. Forest. Elvish Mystic. Next turn. Dink, dink. 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 Boop, boop, boop. Topiary Stomper. Yay. And then you die to a board wipe. In cast Dragonborn. I know, that's what I did. Was that not what I did? Wipe draws at least 1. That's true, yeah. Rurik Thar redraws you a card, but like... Okay, we live in this world, let's say, where we get board wipe. I guess, yeah, you just play O'Hare Kaz... Yeah. You're not really that affected, are you? Great, yeah, no, that works. Would Zavala Heart of the Wilds go hard? Yeah, probably. Probably better than Molder Slug, as cool as it is. Okay, here's Duraga. Guys, watch this. Duraga Tree Speaker. Dink, dink, level up. Dink, Trail Tracker Scout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rurik Thar. Do not sleep on the Tree Speaker. I love Duraga. We're plotting. Here's Eladamri. Noom. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. We're killing people. Yeah, that was turn 5. Thoughts on Chaos Warp and Beast Within included because they're universal removal, but they can get cut if needed. I think they're fine. I think having some percentage of like, don't worry about it is like probably for the best. How fast do your coffee slots usually fill up? About anywhere from like before the stream ends to about, I'd say 2 to 3 days later. That's like the range. Oh, thoughts on 6-7. Lol, dude. I think it's a good stat line. Who designed your new avatar? It's the same one as the old designer. You can find the info in any of my video descriptions. Yeah, 1 slot is already sold so far. Can you just run Bigatali? Just for me. This card's broken. Ah, it's $18. That's a little too pricey. But you know what I mean. Yeah, no, I like the Chaos Warp and Beast Within. It's fine. Legitimately, after adding Xenagos, I have no idea how to make this deck better, chat. Who designed your first avatar, actually, the little guy? Like, the first one? That was me. I did that one in MS Paint in like 40 minutes. It's a Garden Zealot. The Guardian Zealot. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Coven Pump. It is fun. I don't know if it's that good, though. Here's, no, I kind of like the bigness of Topiary Stomper. You could adopt some of my Kellen tech, which is like Elvish Harbinger. And Elvish Harbinger can tutor for Eladamri. It can also tutor for Fierce Empath, which is not nothing. Laval's an elf, right? Yeah. So, like, your elf, like, quality is really high. And then Elvish Harbinger is just like a dork. Just want to say that you're probably making my top 18 cut of being second monitor background noise. Dude, I'm top 20. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I mean, like, if you look at the 3-mana mana dork next to, like, Topiary Stomper, it's like the same joke, right? Deus of Calamity. They're the one that makes him sack a land. Yeah, destroy target land. I think it's Ruby. Ruby just kind of grows slightly. It's not that big of a deal. Like, that's not worth 2. You don't run Commercial District. No! Commercial District is very valuable. And it's actually pretty cheap. No run Emrakul here. Honestly, it's not that bad of an idea to, like, run Emrakul here. Ruby does have haste. It's just like, I don't care if my mana dork has haste. I'm sorry. It's as good as a Signet. Like, that's not a selling point. Somberwald Sage. So we can go. Garrix is a little awkward in the curve here, isn't it? It's probably just for this draw, right? Like, because I want to play this. One, two, three, four. 2-3, 1-2-3. I think it's just an awkward hand. Like, I don't think we can fight spell first and then attack and then Rurik Thar draw. Elvish Harbinger. Put Fierce Empath on top. Dragonborn Champion, draw the Fierce Empath. Draw. Draw. Fierce Empath. Earthshaker Giant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Earthshaker Giant. Yeah, this isn't that bad. I don't know what else to say. This is doing fine. Maybe instead of Sunder's Shaman, you run like Purification. Starting with you, each player may choose an artifact or enchantment you don't control to destroy each permanent chosen this way. I think I like this more than Sunder Shaman. I just gotta ask, like, can we make one expensive card exception for Arena of Glory? Because this card's cracked. Right, just give whatever you want haste. It's pretty good. I don't think I have enough mountains. Okay, let's see. 12 mountains. 13 mountains, because Wooded Foothills. You have 14 mountains. That's not bad. Even if it's a tap land. Even if it's a tap land. Is there a command for deck commissions? No, there's not a command for it, but just go to my coffee. You can go to the upper part. So yeah, this is just a fine tap land. It's not that big a deal. Playtest. Here we go. Discard. Draw. Forest. Think. Sorry, I love playtesting stompy decks like this because they're just so stupid. Secret Dry Builder. Stack this. Get a mountain. Next turn. Bridgeworks Battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beast Whisperer. Draw a card. Next turn. Think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rurik Thar. Draw a card. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. Illidomri Korvac Doll. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Here's Empath. Draw a card. Enters. We search. Earthshaker Giant. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elder Gargaroth. Draw a card. Green. 1, 2. Earthshaker. Oh, 1, 2. Earthshaker Giant. Off of Illidomri's ability. +3/+3. Swing. That was turn 6. Okay. Yep, that's good to go. As it turns out, ramping and killing your opponents is a good strategy. All right, do we have Luke here for Animar? It's a lot of green. It's giving green today, you know what I mean? Oh, can you make a video about fetch lands being bad so the price goes down? The only thing that would go down if I made a video about fetch lands being bad is my credibility. Okay. Hello, Luke. So, let's read the blurb here. Animar was the first commander deck I built from scratch and had many iterations over the years. I see a lot of colorless, but this has been my favorite way to build it. The game plan is to get Animar down as fast as possible and then start dumping your hand with artifact creatures. I ideally have a draw engine in combination with that, built-in resilience with modular creatures to rebuild. Try to avoid UB, no cards over $100. I'd taken a break for Magic for a few years, so I haven't updated it since. So I need some help there. I can help you out greatly. All right. Vizier of the Menagerie is so power crept now, it's unreal. I'm sorry to say. So we have a lot of swaps to do here. So I'm gonna say this. I think that Enthusiastic Mechanaut is kind of just like outclassed by the commander. I don't know if we should be running any cost reduction besides Animar. Like, I think we should just full send into Animar. That should be the goal. I like the reality chip. That's cute. Emery's awesome. Sai's awesome. Shardless Agent. I can take or leave. Mr. Beast is great. Joyra's great. Perfy, awesome. Vidalkin, sure. Vizier, out. Yeah, I like the Hullbreaker Horror. We can get into Hullbreaker Horror combos where you have like You know, Ornithopter Shifting Wall or any 2 colorless creatures, like that works. Meteor Golem, Thought Monitor, Blightsteel. Okay. If one would ever make any fan out, where could they send it? So Wiz, you can DM it to me on, or not DM it, but you can ping me on Blue Sky or Twitter with it. That's probably the best way for it to reach me. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so 35 lands is a little bit dangerous. I don't know if I really like that so much. I see. That's a really good actual card for this. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Neo. There's to make room for lands. I like Hardened Scales. I think I do like the Ozolith a little bit more now. The Shattered Spire. Right, we got a legendary artifact version of the Hardened Scales. And that's better with, of course, Mystic Forge. Right, so even though it's 1 more mana doesn't really matter. Yeah, Ugin. Holy shit, Nukin would be really good. All of my colorless creatures are now or like swords to plowshares, but you don't gain the life. Right, like this card's busted broken. For me, I'm thinking like a Traverse, the Ulvenwald. Like this is a land. Right? And it's a tap land, but it also can just be used later. And then we can tie that in with a Malevolent Rumble. It's kind of a free ball kind of spell. So that's 1 land added. What does Mystic Forge say? So lands are always bricks. I mean, we can get some MDFCs in here. Something like, yeah, Null Drifter. Don't call Null Drifter boring. Null Drifter's cool. Null Drifter's a giant Eldrazi, right? But you can evoke it for rather cheap. I want to get more lands in the deck, though, chat. So let's do, like, Stink into Stupid. Right? It's just a bounce spell that's, like... That's also a land. I'm going to argue that Ristic isn't good for your deck. And the reason why is it does not appear that you're trying to go for a long game. It looks like you're trying to kill everyone and win. I don't like Balagad that much because it does intertapped, and I think tap lands are pretty bad for this deck. Although maybe we can do like a blue-green hedge maze. Just kind of a nice thing to do in the early game, but then you just don't top deck it later. Okay, once again, I think we should leave the cost reducing to Animar. The Manifest Kozilek is here, right? No, it isn't. Although it would be... Would it be pretty good? What are we feeling about Kozilek here? It is a giant fucking anthem for your wide board as a backup plan. That is pretty dope. Does the deck swing? It doesn't have to. It has a Perforos combo line. Okay. I do think keeping the lands at around 38 maximum would probably be for the best. We run extruder, but we don't run arc light. No, I'm stupid. What's it called? Arcbound. Ravenger. You're the rabbit. I guess he is a hungry boy. Is Ashnod's necessary with so much colors and mana? I am curious about that too, but we do have some amount of comboing with Ashnod, so... Speaking of comboing, do we have Walking Ballista? Yeah, we do. This might be a Trinket Mage deck, where you can just Trinket Mage for the Walking Ballista when you need it, right? Ancestral Statue is also a combo. Probably Solemn. All right, let's play test. Land moment. This one does have Weird Harvest. Go like this. So this is where, of course, the Hedge Maze comes in super useful. Top. Okay, so here you go. 1, 2, red, green, Animar. Ornithopter. They cost 1 less now. Crashing Drawbridge. They cost 2 less now. Oh, whoops. I actually hit an arrow key. Signet U. I don't know. The Signet was kind of good there. Let's just go Crashing Drawbridge and all that. Okay, we win. Yeah, this is a win, right? Because you go, hang on, this costs 1 mana. Think. Everything has haste. Sack this artifact. Get Walking Ballista, which is a construct. 1 mana, Ancestral Statue, counter. 0 mana, Ancestral Statue, counter. Ancestral... Looks pretty good. Oh, this hand's really cute, actually. Dink. Nothing. Reflecting Pool. Now we have unrestricted mana. Yeah, Mountain. Pink. X is 0, Shifting Wall. Iron Apprentice. And that lets us this turn go blue, blue. The Dalkin Archmage. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. 1 green. Malevolent Murmble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror Scrappling. Draw a card. Okay, so it was wrong just Shifting Wall that turn. We could have just done it this turn. Retriever. Oh, but Scrap Red Recombiner. Sack Mirror Retriever. Get back this. Scrap Trawler as a construct. With lesser mana value. Scrap Trawler, draw a card. Shifting Wall, draw a card. Phyrexian Altar. Sylvok Replica. With lesser mana value. So Sylvok, all these turn into 2 cards, basically. And mana. Dude, this deck just feels good. Yeah, Glaring Fleshraker is definitely an addition we need. Whenever you cast a color spell, you make an Eldrazi spawn, and whenever a color creature enters, this thing is a Purphoros. We just need to get more colorless in the mana base to support it. Which isn't actually that hard to do. We can start with deserts. All the untapped deserts can tap to produce colorless instead. Next we already have Painlands, right? We don't have Carpulsion, Forest In, which we should probably just run. What's the last remaining colorless one that's kind of free? Is Filter. The Filter lands. Cascade Bluffs, Firelit Thicket, Flooded Grove. Those all tap for colorless. So I'm going to say let's axe the Ziggurat. Blast Zone, we don't care what you're doing. We're faster than you. Quarry's fine, but I think Inventor's Fair is also just, I think most of these are just too slow. Maybe just Rumble out. Yeah, Spire of Industry. I like that suggestion. Yeah, I'd keep this hand. Here's the Hedge Maze being goaded, by the way. Animar, Pact of Negation you. Alright, time to win. Oh wait, we don't have draw. We can't Pact of Negation nothing. SMH. We need to wait for Weird Harvest, which is get a little annoying. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, this one doesn't work out well. What about instead of Weird Harvest, we run like, I don't really like Triskelion, even though I'm sure it has some combos in here. I like Trinket Mages is kind of better in my mind because you can grab the Ballista. So, no Weird Harvest. Let's look for like, do like Imperial Recruiter. In fact, I like Imperial Recruiter more than Trinket Mage. Because Imperial Recruiter can go and grab
the Vidalcan Aether Mage. And it can also grab, like, anything up here. It can also grab Beast Whisperer. No, I like the Great Henge. You'll win before you have to worry about decking out. Starting Town? Starting Town's fine, yeah. Is Recruiter not CMC? It's with power 2 or less. Okay, so type, artifact, type, creature. I think I'm going to move you away from modular. The Ozolith has felt clunky every time. Like, let's just focus on, like, hyper ramping. And that means we're going to have to find some better cards that are artifact creatures. But I think that's more than possible. Dauntless Scrapbot I like quite a bit. I don't know if we're a Pinnacle Emissary type of deck. Ooh, are we a weapons manufacturing deck, though? Ooh, I like the Sanctum of Ugin suggestion. Sanctum of Ugin, when you cast a colorless spell with mana value 7 or greater, you may sacrifice this land. If you do, you search labor for any colorless creature spell. So you can get Ancestral Statue, you can get Walking Ballista. That's such a good suggestion. Oh, we get an island for that. So anyway, like I said, let's get down all the modular creatures, I think. Like, let's just lean fully into combo, if you wouldn't mind doing this. Okay, Scrapyard Recombiner stays. That card isn't a modular card, that's a tutor. Okay, Kuldoth is already in. Murgana Wasteland, you're starting to lose me. That's a little bit too slow of a soul land. Alright. Type, artifact, type, creature, sort MV. Sort date. Kappa Cannoneer is actually pretty decent, isn't it? We could run Market Backwalker. It is just decent. Just like X is a billion, tap, like sack it to something, draw a billion cards. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. What is the Brew? The Brew is a Animar artifact creature combo deck. This isn't even that hard of syntax. Type, artifact, type, creature, sort, date. Like, this is not tough syntax to know. Decks have been good today. It's a lot of combo. Oh, no, the 1 and 2, 1 and 3 were combos. 2 was Stompy. Ooh, Haywire Might's a very good addition. Blast those Rest in Peace open, while also progressing Animar. Okay, Junk Diver should be in. I guess the only question is should we be on KCI combo then? I think the answer is yes, we should be. Yeah, like Treasure Keeper can come out and then KCI goes in. Ooh, that property's so ugly. Fifthon, there we go. Fifthon, save me. Does Cloudstone Curio do anything? So Cloudstone Curio specifically says non-artifact on it, so it wouldn't work. Maybe cut a signet for Ornithopter Paradise. I like that suggestion actually quite a bit, if we're not already on it. Yeah, Ornithopter Paradise in should probably be a method. Let's get rid of Commander Sphere. Not actual Ornithopter, we already run that. I like Ornithopter Paradise. Okay, this looks like a Perforos kind of game. So Wooded Foothills first, right? And then you get Hedge Maze. So like, look at how frequently Hedge Maze is getting used here. Yavimaya Coast Scraper. We already have enough lands. Fire Garden. Signet. Pass. I like the Signets because even though we start comboing on turn 3, the Signet lets us start the chain with a 1-drop. As opposed to nothing. Here, I'm going to get Clark Clan out. 1, 2, 3. Think. 1, 1, 2. We can tap Not Like an Idiot. Sack the Signet to Clark Clan. Perforos. Cast a creature spell, put a counter here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hangerback Walker. That's 1 damage. Sack it. Thopter, Thopter, Thopter. That's 3 more pings from Perf and 2 floating mana. Just 1 mana. Scrapyard. 7 mana. Kozilek. I manifest a card. You manifest 2. I draw 3. Like, even in this clunky game, I feel very good. Oh, do you play any other board games? Yeah, Spirit Island is a lot of fun. I haven't played it in a hot second, though. Does mere scrappling make sense here? Not anymore, but... Like, yeah, any of these... Like, we're not doing modular anymore. I like patches. Deal. I don't like how slow Burnished Heart is. I can keep Circumender. Boundary Inspector, once again, only cost reducer should probably be the commander. I haven't had any issues with that. Okay. So, sort MV type artifact type creature. What's the interaction suite look like? Don't think about it. You win on turn 4 or 5. Mem Knight should be in. There's a Haywire Might. That's the interaction suite. And honestly, that's what it should be. This is an unfair deck. That's not... The point is not to go long and grindy. I like the Hopu Girapur. If you're like in a blue heavy game, you could play that on turn 2 instead of 3. Are you running 1 mana dorks? I wasn't paying attention. No, this deck doesn't need them. You do not mind, like, because they clunk up the combo, right? If you draw them later, so it's just better just to play Animar on turn 3. Marvin has to do something stupid in this deck, right? Like, Spellspite's already in. Spellskite's already in. Like, Marvin just has to do something. Not even gonna look at the deck. Like, Marvin's gonna do something stupid. Wait, they meant like an Agatha Soul Cauldron. I do like the Scrapwork mud I did see, too. I'll go over Agatha's in just a second. It's just like we're getting counters here. If like we ever have a game where Walking Ballistas in our graveyard like got counterspelled or something, just being able to go like, okay, well here's Agatha's off the top rope, tap, put the counter on something, and then Animar is now a Walking Ballista that we can remove the counters from. Okay, cut the Ozolith for that. Yeah, incidental graveyard hate isn't a bad way to look at it either. Is Crystalline Giant a rare, by the way? Holy shit. What a card. Liberator! Oh, Liberator! We already have that in, Hyperbird. Honestly, let's cut it, though. Yeah, no, you're right. You weren't suggesting, you were suggesting we cut it, which is actually a good recommendation. Yeah, let's add, I saw something cool down here. Oh yeah, Cicada. Oh, wait, yeah, Molten Gatekeeper is a Impact Tremors that's also an artifact creature. That works out perfectly. And you can unearth it after sacking it to like redraw in case you like brick. Beautiful. That's such a good suggestion. Go Island. This hand sucks, actually. I guess we're keeping this one. Okay, I'm convinced now that Ugin's too slow, by the way. Let's add Skittering Cicada, which gives everything flash. Okay, this hand's cracked. Ornithopter of Paradise, go. Animar. Dink, counter. Dink, counter. Dink, counter. Dink, counter. Ding 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 ding. Infinite size Animar. Lol, okay. Green. Right henge, win. Witty Roastmaster. If you are looking at this turn 5 win and thinking we need Witty Roastmaster, like, we're good. Chat, we're fine. Everything's okay. This deck is performing perfectly well. At this point, we are splitting hairs. There is Tezzeret Cruel Captain. As another Trinket Mage. Like, this is a serious consideration. Right, you search your library for an artifact card and then spam a bunch of artifact creatures. Anyway, cool deck. I like that NMR list. That was really funny. I love Creature Storm. Where'd you say this is bracket-wise? About a 4. This is a 4. This is not good enough to... This is good enough to be brawling with them. Like, you saw, we literally, before started doing any edits, it was like, we were getting a turn 4 win. So, with that in mind, like, maybe you want to put a Fierce Guardianship in a deflecting SWAT, right? Something to think about. But right now, this is a 4. All right. Templar. Like, that deck, the reason why I say it's a 4 so strongly, even though it's, like, almost game changerless, is because we were winning on turn 4 or 5 very regularly. By the way, don't put Rhystic Study in as a game changer if you decide to upgrade it a little bit more and make it more powerful. It should be like 1 ring, Fierce Guardianship, Deflecting SWAT, and those should be your game changers, like, kinda. Like, more reactive stuff, because you're winning really fast. Yeah, Webstalker Ardent is very good, but also... And Witty Roastmaster isn't bad. The thing is that we already have Molten Gatekeeper, we already have Perforos, we already have Card Draw, and we already have Infinite Bounce Loops. Like, once we have reached the threshold where we're at, it's like, we're done. Like, you can already win very easily. Anyway, we're on Nissa, which is really exciting, because I love this card. This Nissa is so much fun. Who gave me their Prime sub? Rah! Ubastet! Thank you for the Prime. All right, Templar, you in chat, hello. A deck that aims to make infinite lands with Springheart Nantuko. Based! I love that combo. I have not been able to test it since it has a load-bearing Lorwyn card in it. Formidable Speaker? I mean, that makes sense. Formidable Speaker is really good. Unless there's a really good reason, I think the Elemental Elf count should be kept as low as possible. I agree. You don't want a bunch of elves and elementals for Nissa to hit. You want a select couple of them. So that way you hit them consistently. The problem isn't that the problem is just I can't test the deck in any real capacity for another month with like any feedback as possible before that point. Okay. Here's my first point of feedback. I do not like Chocobo Racetrack. I'm not a big fan of anything that like is trying to be Field of the Dead but isn't. Like, I'd rather you just run Field of the Dead. You know what I mean? Like, instead of this being your game changer, run Field. And we can diversify card names. Ugh. I don't like all the slow fetches you have, but we can work on this. Target land becomes a 3/3 that's still a land, or you can draw a card. I like that this cycles. That's cute. I like that. The Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, Kenrith's Transformation. I should see a... I do not see an Arbor Elf here. Why aren't we running Arbor Elf? Arbor Elf goes with Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth. Like, that's the 3-card package. If you're running Utopia Sprawl, you're running Arbor Elf. Yeah. We're going to focus on really hard here. Because I am a lands master. I fucking love lands. Okay, Wake Root's too expensive. Baloths might not be it. Like, I don't know if we should really be doing, like, landfall stuff. Like, the landfall stuff should be Nissa and Field of the Dead. That's my opinion. We should condense this down to that. X creature cards that each have converted X. You'll put in your hand in the shuffle. That's a cool card. To do X's 2, you get Lotus Cobra, Springheart. I like this. X's 2 is really good on that. Weird Harvest. Yeah, okay. I don't like Weird Harvest. I'm sort of off it after seeing it the last game.
Sylvan Tutor, based. Earthbend X, where X is twice the number of foods you control. I would prefer Emergent Sequence, which you already are running. Yeah, like, isn't Origin a metal bending? Doesn't that say, It doesn't say Earthbend on it. Bummer. I like the Nissa, of course. Oh, we don't have Arbor Elf because of the elf count, of course. Damn, is it still just good enough? Probably not. Fuck. Yeah, no, I realized in hindsight why that wasn't in the deck already. Yeah, I do like Earthbender Ascension. Because that turns infinite lands into infinite damage. Okay, I don't like the cards that are just like Earthbend, and then they don't have like an out to cycle them or something. I also don't like the cards that are too expensive. Do you guys know about Earthbending, Student? Yeah, Brave the Wilds is interesting. I was going to recommend that. Because I remember seeing it in Jared's Pauper deck. Yeah. I like that this bargains and then turns a 3/3, a land into a 3/3 elemental. And then it's just a land until then. So do you get, so Earthbending Student is a $25 uncommon. It's a $25 uncommon. And the reason why is that it's, so I already in, says Frazier and YouTube. You weren't, let me finish. I wasn't talking about it being already in. Anyway, Earthbending Student is in this deck, and it's $25 because it's only in collector boosters. It was a printing mistake. It was meant to go in regular jumpstart stuff, but it's only in collector boosters. How do I get one of these reviews? Look at the YouTube description, Wasa Biking. All the information you'll need is there. Okay, so I like shared summons. I hate Defend the Rider. That should like almost always be a what's the X and green one? It's Tyvar's Stand. This one. Okay. So defend the Tyvar, exactly. So all right, I don't like all the fetches we're running. I'm begging you, let's just run some good fetches. Okay, we already run all the good fetches. Great. Oh wait, we need to diversify land names for Field of the Dead. That's the next step to this deck. So, Forest. All right, so we're already kind of diversified in terms of card names. Yeah, snow covered. I'm gonna say 8 basics. One snow card. Yeah, no, like I'm just doing a split because we needed some amount of basics and forests. Gemstone caverns. No. ID equals green. Type equals land. Sort USD. So there's all sorts of really silly. So like disciple of Freya leaves. Yava Maya's already in. There's Okina, Temple to Grandfathers. The Pendelhaven. You should be running Boseiju, but that might be a little too much money. Oh, it's already in. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just blind. But yeah, Pendelhaven, Okina. The fight spell. Bridgeworks battle. I mean, Pendelhaven is just like a forest. It's just a forest with a different name. That triggers Field of the Dead. With lands like Inkmoth and Blinkmoth and XX. Oh, you're right. We should put those in. No, you're cooking. We should put those in. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Escape Tunnel out. Evolving Wilds out. Yeah, I think Mutavault should be in though. Mutavault's already in. It's just the weird printing, which is why I didn't see it. Okay, so Sunken Citadel. Or what if we put like a desert in here, right? Like the Ping Desert. Type desert 01. Sunscorched. When this land enters, it deals 1 damage to target creatures or planeswalker. And then you go dink, 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 right? Because you're making infinite of them with Springheart. The fight spell land. Are there not 3? 2 MDCs and the 1 mana fetcher. You need to be careful with too many land cyclers in this kind of deck because now since we are Field of the Dead pilled, it's a little bit more awkward because we only can. I think 10 basics is the absolute maximum. You want Concordant Crossroads, so Inky. No. That's not how this works. The combo's weird. Scoot Swarm. No, Scoot Swarm's really not what this deck wants, so let's cut it. Like, Scoot Swarm's kind of not the point of what this deck is trying to do. Shifting Woodland. Yeah, shifting. War Room and Talon Gates. I like the Talon Gate suggestion. War Room, I'm a little bit more weirded out by. Okay, Argoth is kind of close enough. Castle Garenbrig. Tap to control legendary creature. Lair of the Hydra? Yeah, Lair would work. It's also just like a good mana sink. Okay, yeah, we can do the other fight spell, Colony. Oh, Disciple of Freyalise is an elf. Wait, we can't do that one. Castle Garenbrig I just added. Talon Gates, which is really good for the crop rotation package. There's also I think I want to see a hit of Offerings as graveyard hate. Oh, the green desert.
We're literally talking about it. Yeah, hashtag Oasis. That's a different name. Command Tower. Yeah, Command Tower. Of course, of course. Command Tower is a forest. Okay, great. We got there. Let's cut Harmonize. I think this should be an Amulet of Vigor deck. But maybe instead what you run is the Untapper. Oh, what's the name? What's the name? Spelunking's also pretty decent. Tiller, thank you, Tiller Engine. I run it in a deck of my own, but I haven't played in a second. Yeah, Tiller Engine's dope. All right, so Horizon Explorer. Yeah, I like Horizon Explorer. Let's do without Beast Within and Kamal's Will. Jahir's Respite sucks. I'm sorry. That's a 5-mana card that is too little. Yeah, Tiller Engine is very expensive. It's cheaper than Amulet of Vigor, though. Notably, Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, let's run Malevolent Rumble and Reverse. Nylea's Intervention's so good, but not in this deck. Like, there isn't like one specific land we're kind of looking for. It's a lot more like we are in. Oh, this is so win more. It's insane. Yeah, I don't know why people are allergic to Malevolent Rumble. Bring Heart to hand. Yavamaya. We're so close to greatness here. We need one more turn. So I guess we're not playing Yavamaya this turn. We play Pit of Offerings. Exile our own Archroot Charm. We top deck a will and we win. Okay, we win. And the reason why we win. Nissa. Oh, we don't play our land yet. Plus on Argoth Sanctum of Nature. Oh, wait, no. Plus on Snow-Covered Forest. That's what we're supposed to plus on. Bestow. Yavamaya. Landfall trigger. Make a Snow-Covered Forest. Okay, so this is Infinite Forest. Right, so we just have Infinite Forest over here. The last one can remain at 2 mana. Oh, wait, we don't win yet. We can cycle this, though. That's what I like about this one, is we can cycle it. Next turn, now we win, because we just go discard this, retrace for infinite. We also just have Destiny Spinner as well. If you make 7,000 billion forests, Destiny Spinner kills everyone. Lair of the Hydra has never entered more tapped. You're true. All right, yeah, this feels pretty great. Is this a controlled infinite? Yes, you have to pay 2 mana each time. And at the end of that chain, if you don't pay 2 mana, you just get a 1/1 insect. Yeah, this is keepable. Mr. Beast. Only issue is like, how do we find the Nissa? Which I guess we don't have to. Right, like if we just go Summoner's Pact. Badger Mole. Earthbend this. Oh, we've already played our land for turn. So Badger Mole, Earthbend this, and then Springheart Nantuko bestow on this, then play our land for turn. Dink. Because that's a creature for mana. Oh, but then it's not a creature anymore. You could only make 2. So this is kind of crazy important, huh? Command Zone Nissa. Okay. I see. So you're supposed to play the Command Zone Nissa first. Yeah, I'm stupid, of course. It's a Lotus Cobra in the Command Zone. Ah! Yeah, I think you'd go out Tamio's Safekeeping. Maybe like Dryad of Elysian Grove. Yeah, so you go play test. Discard draw. Forest, Brave the Wilds. Get another forest but snow covered. Actually, we should play Colony Ambush turn 1. We played Colony Ambush turn 1, guys. Nature's Lore. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. Tree of Tales. I just got reminded. Tree of Tales. It's an untapped Greenland. And it also works really well with the bargain on Brave the Wilds. Traveling Chocobo sucks. I hate that card. Double my landfalls. Like, if you already have infinite lands, I don't think you need a 3-drop that only works when you're already, like, doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? The Misty Rainforest. Mana. Crack this. Forest. Mana. Mana. Remove. Horizon Explorer. Brave the Wilds. Sack the token. Because you get a lander token. Dink. Mana. 2, 3. Formidable Speaker. Discard Dosen. Get Heart stand 2. Pass. 5-hour stand, whatever gets targeted. Next turn. Badgermole Cub. Yoink. 1-2. Springheart Nantuko. Oh, wait. And we're supposed to... Oh. I did something wrong. But anyway, like, this is insanely fast combo. It's not about general landfall. Doubling to make Nissa triggers so each copy pays for an Nantuko. Yes. I'm very familiar with how, like, yes, it can double the landfall triggers. But this is already implying that we're making infinite lands anyway. So just make infinite lands. I don't know. You don't need to pay another 3 for a 3-drop that gets exploded and dies. When you could just make infinite lands. Like, we don't need to win more. Like, you are already winning by making infinite lands. Because most of this deck is built to, like, just abuse that as, like, a mana sink or whatever. So I am hesitant to put the Chocobo in. For that reason. Crack lander, we already sacked the lander. Lol. Eh. Oh wait, we would have had 2 mana there. Haha. No covered forest. Make it other mana and spin into Formidable. Oop, there we go. Bring Heart Nantuko. Oh wait, no, we want Dryad Arbor. In fact, we want to play Dryad Arbor as land this turn. Okay, great. Okay, Veil. Oh, but this doesn't work because it's summoning sick every time. Yeah. I don't like Dryad Arbor. You can get some stupid, like, Badgermole Cub starts, but, like, we're not doing Ashaya stuff. Makes me a little more hesitant. So maybe, like, one more land animator. Another ally. Wow, we have all the cheap ones already. That's so sad. Yeah, I guess it's just Toph. Yeah, what if we went down Autumn's Veil and just kind of relied on Dosen? Legend of Kyoshi? No, these are all too slow. Evening Hat, thanks for getting a deck review for next week. Arbor works if you have Chocobo. Yeah, any fucking land works if we have Chocobo. Get out of here. All right. I think that's good to go. I always like looking at a land deck. Ooh, cool snake. We have Leo, right? Earthbended stuff has haste, right? No. But if you make a copy of an Earthbended land with Springheart and Antuco, it just enters as that land. All right. Hello, Leo. Deck was made to compete at FNM at my LGS. It's one of the weaker decks there I'm fine with, but it struggles to be consistent. The deck really struggles against stacks, getting back on its feet after a board wipe, and pretty much dead after Osiris dies a couple times. Game plan is pretty simple. Wheel to burn and look for one of the finishers for enough snakes to just mob. Okay. I'm fine with adding any cards, probably max of a couple $20 to $25 cards, but open for suggestions. Trying to optimize the deck. I think it's a weak bracket 4. It's really slow for a bracket 4. It's very weak for a bracket 4, in fact. The maybe bird cards are cards I have in order and removed recently. Okay. Manamu, thank you for getting a deck review for next week. Okay. So this is a really, really slow deck that I would call more bracket 3 than anything. You're running like Patchwork Banner, Overrun. Like, this is not 4. It's a 3 right now. Greater Hoof. Ugh. I do like Junkwinder here. That is kind of fun. Storm Skrillex? What is this doing here? So let me get this straight. You need your 5-mana commander in play, and then you play Sean, and then you need to attack with your 5-mana commander while tapping out of interaction. Okay, I like the Perforos. Witty needs to go. For each creature we control with power 4 or greater. Okay, let's count our creatures with power 4 or greater. Ready, chat? 1, 2. Where are the creatures with power 4 or greater? What am I missing? Like, Enduring Vitality makes sense. I can tap my snakes for mana. That's cool. Quirion Elves! Oh. AG Gravity, thank you for getting a deck review next week. We are going to help you so much. It's going to be, this deck's going to be like insanely better. Meltdown. Oh, so we can blow up all of our own artifacts. Great. That should probably be Vandal Blast if you really need a, if you really need an anti-artifact card. Right, because this is one-sided. Not the best deck builder. With peace and love, Leo, I could tell, but that's what I'm here for, all right? I'm here to help you out. And I'm actually going to, okay, from now on, I'm going to do a better job explaining about what I'm cutting here. So that way we can kind of like track where we're going wrong. Pull a bunch of cards from bulk and cut down to what I like. I see. Okay, so this makes a lot more sense that this is built from what you had. So Winds of Change is fucking goated. Great job. That's a good card. I actually don't mind running 3 visits and Nature's Lore here. Right, let's just run 3 visits, Nature's Lore. You already have the expensive one, so. I'm even going to extend this to Secure Tri-Builder.
who, in addition to being a ramp spell, is a snake. That's on theme. Days Undoing. End the turn. Does this not trigger Cyrus? Am I being an idiot when I think that? Because it ends the turn right away. So you're not getting any Cyrus triggers or anything? It goes on the stack and exiles all shit. Days Undoing is a non-bow with Cyrus. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. So, if you want to become bracket 4, we're going to run Narset. This is non-negotiable. You need to run Narset. I get it's a non-bow with Narset. You need to run this card. You need to. Earn Heirloom with power 4 or greater with our one creature with power 4 or greater. I agree with cutting that card. There's a creature type with it. Yeah, I like Silver Shroud. Swiftfoot Boots is a little bit more sad. Thought Vessel, eh. Okay, I like the Phyrexian Altar. That's cool. The Fairies is broken. Mithril Coat. I like Goblin Bombardment. That card's a war crime. Tremors, I'm probably going to cut. Creature tokens have haste. After combat, when you've already made the snakes. Yeah, like, no. Standstill, not a big fan. Oh, Standstill's cool in this deck, actually. Yeah, no, we can add Standstill back. That's fun. Guys, let's focus on cuts first, and then we can get on to additions. Sorry, I'm not really reading chat right now. Oop. Someone in Seattle, Washington gave my phone number to Amazon and has 15 million packages where they can't find the address. I keep getting calls from Seattle. Breastmaster Ascension, get out of here. Draw a card. Whatever, one or more. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that. Growing Rights is insane. Shared Animosity. Okay, you can keep Shared Animosity. That's your overrun. Okay, I don't like the token doubling. Force Fruition's funny. All right, so. I don't like Dispel. Flip out the back. These cards are just not high quality. Slip out the back's fine, but it's more fine in like a VV kind of list. Yeah, I don't like all the one-off protections. I'd rather this just be Counterspell. Right, like we should just be running more Counterspells. Even stuff like Mana Leak I'd prefer over that. Yeah, so listen, I am not going to fill this with expensive cards. They specifically asked like not Fierce Guardianship type deals, right? So I want to keep every card that I'm going to add about like $2 or $3. So like Negate. I like Negate. That feels good to cast. It's fine. What's the one that's a fight spell and a counter spell? Fight, counter, 3. Decisive Denial. Right, here's Decisive Denial. This is a mana leak for non-creatures only, or it can be a fight spell. Foil. Yeah, I agree. Foil's pretty good, because you do draw a lot of cards. So foil's in. May discard an island card and another card rather than pay this. It doesn't matter when you draw like a billion. Yeah, an offer you can't refuse. Mystic Snake's not on theme. As cute as the funny. I like an offer you can't refuse. Swan Song is going to be an expensive card slot that I heavily recommend, right? $7, but probably should include it. I'm going to add Arcane Laboratory. Arcane Lab. Right, this is a rule of law in blue. And the reason why I'm really into Arcane Lab here is because it, when we draw our opponents a billion cards, we want them to not be able to cast all of them. Right, so we're forcing our opponents to draw a bunch. We're punishing them for drawing a bunch. And then Arcane Laboratories here saying, hey, listen, I know you have a lot of cards in hand, but you can't use them. Can't use them. I like the recommendation of Commandeer. There you go. We got there in the end. Right, another one of these pitch spells. You can exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. All right. I don't like increasing vengeance. Jace, Wheeler of Mysteries for an alt win con? No. I understand why Nano Gene conversion's in, right? Like, oh, you make all of your creatures into copies of, like... I think that's too slow for where you want to be playing this deck. Let's get more wheels in. O-tag, draw 7. So we can do, like, Windfall, right? Windfall should be in this deck if it isn't in already. Echo of Eons should maybe be in. What do you guys think about Echo? Each player draws. I like Burning Inquiry. Each player draws 3 and then discards 3 at random. Oh, Fairy Mastermind would be so good for this deck. Stock up? No. You're failing to understand what this deck's all about. When this creature enters. Reforge? Reforge is already in. Oh, no, it isn't. Scrawling Crawler should be in, by the way. Each player draws a card, then each player loses a life whenever you draw a card. Or whenever a player draws a card. Reforge the Soul. We can never add Vision Skins as well. I think. Forge the Soul. Growthama is funny, but it's probably not worthwhile. Okay, Burning Inquiry. Goblin Lore. Right. So these are cheaper than Wheel of Fortune, and they're actually relatively budget, which is what I like about them. So with all this discarding now in the deck, we can run things like Detectives Phoenix, which can very quickly get out of hand and give Xyrus haste and make him bigger and then cause you to draw more cards with that player. Right? So I really like Detective Phoenix for this list. And then also, we have a spread of card types. We have a bunch of random discard. You know what that means. Traverse the Ulvenwald. Right? This can search for a land, so it's a land drop, or it can find any creature you need. Pretty decent. I'm going to cut Spark Double, by the way. Wheel of Misfortune. That one's optional, which is what I don't like about it. I want a force draw. So, let's also add Analyze. Yeah, the Unagi of Kyoshi. I like that. Invigorate. Invigorate's cute, but not the best, I think. Mindbreak Trap is funny. It's probably not the best, though. I mean, but maybe in this, like, high bracket world we're living in. Okay, I don't like all the fog action we have going on here, by the way. I just saw that. Probably don't want to be a memory lapse either. Instant speed Echo of Eons. Oh yeah, Runehorn. Magma-Kim Artillerist. Whenever you discard one of our cards, it's okay. I'd rather there be like a Needlekin, Razor, or Needle, Razorkin Needlehead. Right. It's expensive, but it should probably be in. Neverwinter Dryad, no, I'm not a big fan. Easy Rule Zero Hole Breacher, exactly what I'm saying. Mana value equals 1 O-tag Mana Dork. Sort USD. So skip Delighted Halfling. Birds are something to consider. Findhorn, definitely. Viraga, definitely. Elvish Mystic, definitely. And then Molt Tender's okay. All right, and then we're slowly leaving the realm of reality here. Deck needs lands. I agree. We're going to get to that right now. So, is Pain land? Think. Is Filter land? Think. Yeah, Fairy Mastermind is quite good. Sword of War and Peace. Does it do damage equal to cards in hand? Number of cards in their hand. Yeah, and you can stack the triggers. That's kind of fun. I like that. I think now maybe we should talk a little bit more about staxation. Like, we already have Narset and Arcane Laboratory and stuff. I kind of want to... Like, Skull Clamp would be pretty good, but I want to slow my opponents down. Like, that's... If you have a deck that's really budget and opponents that are really fast and lethal, slowing them down should always be the goal. So... Yeah, let's slow them down, I guess. I think that's the plan. The question is, how are we doing that? This isn't budget enough. This isn't budget, though. Sammy, we're playing bracket 4, and the person says $20 to $25 max. I know this deck is not budget. This was built with cards already had. That's not what I mean. We're getting a little semantic here. Blood Moon back to basics. That could be possible. We could run something like Damping Sphere. Opposition. Ooh, I do like Opposition, but it is slow. It's hard to cast. Trinisphere. I don't like how hard it hits us. We have a lot of stuff that gets Trinisphered pretty bad. Vexing Bauble. I like the Vexing Bauble suggestion. What's the name of the counter spell? It's like counter target spell if its controller has less creatures than you. Arcane Laboratory's already in. That was one of the first editions we made. Moxfield. Unified Will. Counter target spell if you control more creatures than that spell's controller, which you always will. Winter Orb. Mana Maze. Mana Maze could be pretty decent. Vexing Bauble is, I think, what we're going to opt for here. Counter spells that are free. Yeah, Collector Oof I like. Do we get hit by Collector Oof at all? It's like Phyrexian Altar. That's it. Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp is okay. By okay, I mean it's really good, but it's kind of implying that we're already having a lot of card flow. Some Grave Hate? Yeah, that's probably worthwhile, isn't it? Let's do, like, Blessed Respite. I think I like that as the Grave Hate. Tag Wheel. Supportive Parents is fine. That's the one where you like tap 2 untap creatures to control, right?
Commit to Memory is okay. Magus of the Wheel's already in. Each. I don't like Rugged Smothering. It's kind of too expensive. It does too little. Okay, well, this one's better. Magus of the Wheel's already in. All right, I like Fear of Missing Out. Helps make Delirium easier. The plot one is a May. I see. The Miracle one in? Yes, it is. In fact, the Miracle one's in. Let's just run Brainstorm. All right. Draw. Oh, check out the synergy. Path of Ancestry tap. Next turn. Breeding Pool. 1, 2. Secure Tribelder. Scry 1. It's a snake. Put that on bottom. Guys, great news. We're sacrificing the Secure Tribelder anyway for a mountain. Okay, search library for forest card. Stomping Ground. Fear of Missing Out. Two more other lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just drop Xyrus. I think here you're just passing. I think you want to hold up Countervailing Winds. And then if no one does anything... Oh, by the way, we draw 3 cards. Lol. Xyrus moment. It's Countervailing Winds. Loud buzzer sound. Someone commented already. Okay, listen. I need you to take a deep breath. Unless I make this a $1,000 deck, there's nothing we can do about this not being that good of a bracket 4 deck. I have limits, all right? By the way, someone commented already. Countervailing Winds. Throw Spiral. Okay. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a million snakes. Oh, there's Perforos. Right on time. Anyway, combat, Xyrus. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, we do just kill everyone here. We have Phyrexian Altar. Dink, Perforos, Dink. Force Fruition, Unified Will, right? Like, Wheel and Deal doesn't affect your own hand. Target opponents, I see, I'm stupid. Anyway. Everything looks fine. Team kill. Or, yeah, I know what you mean. The artist that makes treasure. Either way, this is doing a lot better than when we first started. Thank you. Maybe we should just cut Mithril Coat for like a better counterspell. And then also get rid of Countervailing Winds and then just run 2 counterspells. Moonlit Meditation would go hard. It's okay. Yeah, we can do Arcane Denial. Arcane Denial's already in. We already have Negate in. This deck does feel slow enough that delay isn't just free. Offer's already in. Long River, yeah, we can do Long River. Logic Knot. Oh, I like Lofty. Lofty's fun. Although, Mana Leak's probably just better, huh? Okay, this is keepable. We want to go Reforge the Soul, Forest. But now we can't 3 visits. Despicable. Yeah, let's just restart, actually. I played that bad. Moving on. Inner's tapped. Inner's tapped, Surveil 1, Graveyard. Analyze, get a Mountain. Okay, Enduring Vitality. 1, 2, 3, 4, perf. Okay, now you get to go ham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Xyrus. Burning Inquiry. Each player draws 3. 1, 2, 3. And then discards 3 at random. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, you get 9 snakes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is 18 damage. And if someone kills Xyrus, who cares? Oh, and you just win. This is a turn 6 win. With counterspell backup, lol. I don't like 3 mana counterspells. Yeah, we could put supportive parents in. Probably just cutting Heroic. Playtest. Would I keep this hand? No. Yes. Stomping around. Elvish Mystic. Edge Maze. Surveil 1. Graveyard Negate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perf. You just kind of have to drop Xyrus here. Okay. Perforos activated ability. I've never seen anyone use this. Fire Breather creature. Think, draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 4 snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move to discard. 1, 2, 3. Wait, we don't have to discard that one. I don't know what Rogue's Passage is doing here, by the way. Alright, pass. Okay, someone tries to fuck with our shit. We go dink, dink. Long River's Pole. Gift a card. Make another snake. Oh, you tried again. That's cute. Commandeer. And this is a win. New? Crypto Threat for redundancy. I don't think it needs it. I like Enduring Vitality more because it can get got by Analyze and Traverse. Oh, is it already? No, it isn't already in. Okay, anyway, long story short, this is looking a lot better. And you actually have some cheeky, really fast wins with Narset minus. Where like you can go like as soon as turn 2, Narset. I do have Crypto Threat though. It's not in the deck if you have it. Anyway, Narset. Right, turn 3 or turn 2, and then dink dink. What if you don't get Perforce in the first 10 cards? Then you win with some other like Narset wheel. Like of course there's other things going on. Joking, I see. Anyway, long story short, deck's a lot meaner. And on a relative budget, we didn't spend too much anyway. Question up about 7 lines in chat. I have no idea what that means. Archmage Ascension is too much. All right, last deck by B, who will not be here, sadly, but wanted us to review it anyway without her. Or they. Without they. This is my first time trying to build a commander deck. I'm fairly new to MTG. Okay. Used to just using slightly upgraded precons. I should be present, but sadly not. My idea was to benefit from +1/+1 and protection from noble heritage as much as possible, whilst also potentially taking advantage of those who decide to take +1/+1 counters each turn somehow. I've chosen Shadowheart as the commander since I want to make a commander deck based on the autograph card I own. Okay, cool. I keep trying to keep the deck as cheap as some cards I already own, i.e. Ancient Tomb. I see. I'm open to some expensive choices, though. Okay. This is one of my first decks. I'm overall a bit unsure of... Okay. May sound silly, but I would like to try and make this deck bracket 4, if at all possible. The pod I play with in my LGS plays with decks at this bracket. Your videos are extremely entertaining to watch, and I really appreciate the time taking overlooked... Okay, scuff deck. Okay. Let's try to make this bracket 4, everyone. Are you ready? We're making Shadowheart Noble Heritage bracket 4. I think it's possible. Bracket 4 Hell Part 2. Yeah. No. No. We shouldn't be worrying about combat. We need to be comboing as fast as possible and killing people. That's the goal. Or we need to be staxing the hell out of the game, like so annoyingly. I want to believe in the aristocrats plan you have going on, but I'm gonna raise you a listen. Shadowheart wants some bigness going on. What that leads me to want to do is add Solthera in.
Solthera is now in. No. Susser Secundi is what I'm thinking of. 1 black tap, pay 2 life, sack a creature, draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power, activate only as a sorcery if you've stationed this by 12. And then you want to run 33 lands is way too low, by the way. Even for bracket 4. Sometimes for bracket 4. Weathered Wayfarer. Hi, no cry. The edits for what? Are you B? Because we just started. Leo, thank you for gifting us or giving a Prime sub to me. Haha. You have a lot of very cute counter synergy. I think it's a little too slow. If you want fast counter synergy, let's talk about Agatha's Soul Cauldron. This is going to be my expensive. This is how we make this deck bracket 4. Agatha's. Dolmen Gate, no. All of your creatures will be larger than all of their creatures at bracket 4 anyway. Being your upkeep, put a counter on the creature if it's black, no. Put counters on the creature. Yeah, these are all just too slow. Ashnod's maybe, but I don't know if we have enough, like, go wideness for that. Whoa. Okay. Just all these cards are way too slow. The One Ring is great. That's like the first card in this deck where I'm like, holy shit, let's go. Is Alenda in here? Okay, Alenda's base, though. Alenda's fucking chat as hell, so I'm not going to cut Alenda. And we can actually keep the Ash Nasty's altar. Legends Matter should get it in bracket 4. Yoshimaru. I kind of like that angle. Yeah, I think if we just stacks the game out, we're kind of happy. Oh, wait a second, I'm stupid. I had convinced myself that this was going to be the 4th. I get what you mean. Yeah, no. That's not until Sunday. You got a second to wait. No cry. Don't worry. All right. I don't like Blood Artist. Clerics. You can tutor big clerics. We could make it Legends Matter. Elvish Doomsayer, please. It's... Nah. Okay. So I cut all the cards before this one for card quality reasons. It was 100% card quality so far. Just cards that are too slow, too dirtily, too cute. I don't think you need this many rats at bracket 4. Just keep Damn, I would say. It can reset the board if you need it. And if you don't need it, then great. You're fine. I don't really like an Earth, especially not when your commander's not Mana Value 3. Blacksmith skill. It is one of the better ones, but you can keep Mana Tithe. Path, I'm not a big fan of, just because it goes 1 for 1, or it goes 1 for 2. And that's always a bad exchange. Deadly Dispute, when it's in the command zone too. And we have better options than go for the throat. Okay, we've made a lot of room. Cathar's Crusade's broken. I think we might want to do some like persist combo stuff. That's I don't like animation module. Although animation module, isn't there a combo with Agatha's? Or not Agatha's, with Ashnods, where you go like, if you have a creature that like whenever a counter gets put on it, whenever a creature dies. I don't like the cleric sub theme. Reprieve seems needed. Okay, can we just cool it on the additions? Cool it on the additions. Let's focus on cuts. What is not working here? If it had counters on it, put those counters on a permanent control. I like this. This leads to counter combo shenanigans. So. Persist. Damn, is it just Putrid Goblin? Sure. So Putrid Goblin. Great news. It has 2 or less toughness. You know what that means? Recruiter. Oh, Soul Warden in this deck? Yeah, no, there's no synergy with that. So we have Putrid Goblin. We have Recruiter the Guard to get Putrid Goblin. Belia. Ether Sworn. Mikaeus is too slow. So we have Persist. The question is, how are we breaking this? Because Persist works with the counters idea. 4 mana for that is too slow. 4 of Ardenvale's a little too slow. Belidar's a little too slow. Secret Rendezvous is funny, but too slow. Or too bad. Okay, we have Luminous Broodmoth. Okay, Luminous Broodmoth and Putrid Goblin is a combo. Right. Dink, 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 dink. You can loop them. Okay, great. Luminous Broodmoth. We've gotten the first idea of what this combo looks like. Selfless Squire, like, combat's not really going to matter, generally. So let's get Blood Artist back in. Ashnods is already in. We need more lands. We can count the Weather Wayfarer as a land, but we need more. Malakir, Rebirth. Oh, it's already in. I don't like 1 mana Mikaeus here. Sadly, Vizier of Remedies is a 1/3, isn't it? No, it's a 2/1, baby. Yes. Okay. So Vizier of Remedies card quality is dog shit. This is such a bad card. And Inkshield is a bracket 4 card? No. But it's like, it's not bad to have 1 of. Yeah, I'm thinking stacks, legends matter. I think that could be the line. I don't think Inkshield's that bad, by the way. Like, Inkshield helps against the bracket 4 decks that are, like, big stompy idiot decks, you know what I mean? So, stacks. Let's get, I knew Fellia Recruiter was coming when they asked for bracket 4. It's just actually kind of good. Sad to say. It is just actually kind of good. Pez, thank you for the prime. Okay. The new Lorewyn God. Oh yeah, the one that gives everything Convoke. That'd be pretty decent. I don't want to add cards that aren't released yet, but it would be fine in this deck. What's some giant creatures we can add to this deck with Shadowheart in it? Is MDFC type land? Warp stuff? I mean, there's like a couple warp things that are kind of big, but not like a lot. Let's add some MDFCs in here. We just need to up the land count. So I'm just going to add all the kind of good ones. Redodrabic with Gandalf and Drivnod. Traxos? No. Norn. Yeah, Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. Should probably be like some top end here. Solemnity. Solemnity is pretty good. It's just not tutorable by what the decks are running. 2 mana, 7/7 that gives 3/3s to draw 7. Oh, that's actually so cute. Hunted Horror, I believe it's called. Like, this is still like a fun casual flair. The Angel Shepherd that tutors 1-drops. Yeah, that's not... Like, it's... That's not big, though. You know what I mean? We could do, like, Yawgmoth. Thran Physician. Soul Gorger. I guess. So maybe we're not on Susser. Or we could be on Susser, but we need to do, like, more Legends Matter. Which isn't impossible to do. Like, do, like, Yoshimaru. Ever Faithful. Oh, Legend type Legendary. Like, let's just look up Legendary stuff that cares about Legends. Original Shielder, that's way too expensive for bracket 4. It's not something we should really be meddling with. Junji can be nice too. Yeah, you can have Junji at reanimation loops, can't you? Something to think about. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. Sariyama can tutor any legendary. Phyllis is way too expensive unless we're reanimating, which we're not so far anyway. Definitely consider adding Mox Amber. Gonjo. Sephiroth of Legends Matter? Yeah, Sephiroth is pretty dope, isn't he? 21 bucks. Steel Burr. It's too slow. Ratadrabic for sack matters. Yeah, you can do Ratadrabic. Ratadrabic cares about legendary sacrificing, and then also, he goes infinite with Boromir, and Boromir is awesome. Stops free spells and also protects your board, and then the ring tempts you makes a legendary, one of the tokens that you get back from Ratadrabic legendary, which is infinite sacrifices. Sack fair. Let's do Lively Dirge. Right, this is Black Green Sun Zenith. It lets you get any creature in your deck that's mana value 4 or less directly into play, which is everything except for Elish Norn. Yeah, Bartholomew. Del. Prez. Yes, there we go. All right, we added Agatha Soul Cauldron, Walking Ballista. And then, yeah, I think we do add Starfield Shepherd. We can probably cut a planes for that. You have a density of 1-drops that you want to grab, and Walking Ballista is also something you can grab. And Walking Ballista is great with any Undying combo. Undying. Let's see what's good here. Butcher Ghoul. We could run Mikaeus. It just seems so slow, right? We can do like Ephemerate. Grim Servant. Okay, and that's a combo. Grim Servant, you Ephemerate Grim Servant, Walking Ballista, and maybe not. You can get Delivery Mughal in here though. Artifacts with mana value 2 or less. This can get Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Is Lyesa too slow? I think so. Okay. Maybe Grim Servant still is worth playing. Ozox is so slow. That's the Skelebones guy, right? Yeah, he's super slow. You can do really cute counter stuff with Athreos, the 6-mana one, where you like sack creatures that pass counters around, that can pass the coin counter around, which is really funny, but it seems a little slow, sadly. Francisco's a combo with Ballista and Cauldron, might be too slow though. Deal damage. Okay, yeah, it is in combat. But the issue with this is that it's not, if you hit a land, the combo ends. And there's no way to trigger to get the first counter on besides Agathas, and we're already running a bunch of dead cards, so. Okay, let's get more stacks in here, I think. You could do like Archon, but that feels a little slow. How are we slowing stuff down? Deafening Silence? Yeah. Is there any like stacksy effects we can have on like a 1-drop that we can get off of the Eidolon of Rhetoric Authority? I don't know what that card is. Oh yeah, no, this was already in the deck, and then I took it out because it was way too slow. Silence would be okay. Grand Abolisher. Yeah, we instead of Grand Abolisher, what if we ran like Recruiter of the Guard? Not Recruiter of the Guard, sorry. I'm thinking of Ranger Captain. Ranger Captain of Eos. Right, this can tutor Walking Ballista is his silence. And then Pest Control. Pest Control's fun. Yeah, I like Pest Control as an option. Is Inkshield too slow? Inkshield is kind of too slow, but it's for like grindier games where you get like overrun by something. Because there's still like stompy decks that you can run into and stuff, right? Instead of Voice of Victory, I'm going to do Grand Abolisher. And this is purely because it gets got off the Recruiter of the Guard. Also, by the way, Adventurer's in what? I just saw that. I don't really like that one either. ID equals 2, type land, sort USD. Okay, so type O-tag hate pair. Save us. I'd cut Inkshield. Great. This is the 5th time it's been recommended. I'm past it. We're not going to talk about it no more. Command Tower. Yeah, that should probably go in if it isn't in already. It is already in though. Douthy. Beautiful. Doorkeeper's Roll. Does this fuck us in any way at all? Yes, we have a few flicker stuff. Probably rerunning Draneth. God, Esper would be so good. Leonin Arbiter. Probably should just run Oppo in that case then, right? Archon of Emiria is fine. It's just that we already have like
We already have a rule of law, and it's tutorable. Yeah, Henny's fine, yeah. Bowmasters 2. Then we're getting a little too pricey. I've already added like at least $100 to this deck. Let's take a deep breath and think about some other things. Something cheaper. Warrior of Darkness. Dude, you made this card up. On each legendary. It's not bad. Michiko Kanda. Just run Sanctifier and back. Oh, no. Spirited Lab. Beautiful. No more card draw. Alright, great. Let's jam this. Recruiter. Oh, we could have played this last turn. There we go. Recruiter. Get Felia. Pass. Felia. Azuri Shelter something. Flicker Recruiter. Diabolic Intent Felia. End step. So we get Butcher Ghoul. We should be running Viscerus here. Okay, we're gonna pretend that Bartholomew is a Viscerus here. And we play this because we Diabolic Intented the Felia. Next turn. Lively Dirge. Okay, we need some more ramp. All right, let's back off the Legends theme, I think. All right. Arid Archway. Type Desert. ID equals 1. If near Sheffet. Lazotep. Sword of Truth and Justice out. That is just too slow. I have not been impressed with Resourceful Defense. Together Forever seems a little too slow. Veto. We're not really doing a lot of life gain. By Erasmus. Okay, discard. Planes. No, let's just discard the Crypt of Academe. What is Crypt of Academe doing in here? We don't have that many legendary creatures anyway. Okay, here's Agatha's. Okay, and now this turn is Boromir. And then this turn you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dink, Lively Dirge, Rata Drabic of Urborg. And then you sack this. And then you sack this. And then you sack this, right? This is infinite Boromirs. Am I stupid? Hi, Jared. We have infinite non-legendary Boromirs that are 2/2 zombies. And they all protect each other. Why are we running that Academe line? I had the same question. How are we going infinite? Oh. I'm so used to this combo getting you 2 things because it's always run with like extra tokens. You know what I mean? Still, you have an infinite like sack outlet that gives all of your creatures indestructible. Next turn. Lae'zel, Diabolic Intented. Blood Artist, like, right? Next turn. Okay, there you go. You win. Like, it's not that hard to find the rest of it, but yes. I'm so used to that combo having a token doubler somewhere. Did I just add the deserts without adding Sand Scout, by the way? Yeah, Shadowheart's really not doing a lot, but also Shadowheart's just not very conducive to Bracket 4 gameplay. It's the sad truth. Like, Shadowheart's not bad. It's just, you know. You could have just Diabolic Verb. It doesn't matter, Sammy. Thank you, though. I don't know if we really need Weathered Wayfarer anymore if we're not going to do Suster Secundi stuff anymore. Like, I'd rather just have 2 more slots for Hate Bears, I guess. Yes, Sammy, I'm aware. You can cease. Knight of the White Orchid. Springleaf Drum. This is all black. This is 1 land. Okay, this is keepable. Tap land. Ancient Tomb. Here's the 1 ring. Ozolith. Holy hell. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut the Felisa King Shield finally. So search for glory. And then one other object. I guess just another 2-mana ramp dork. Viscera's, they're both in. They're both fine. I just do like Loyal Warhound. I also really don't like Nils. Lotho. Lotho's a really good suggestion. Thank you. I'll keep this. The basic planes, though. Yeah. Okay, great. Zero Shelter. Starfield Shepherd, get Mother. But not. Rim Servant. Get Ephemerate. Oh, we cut Ephemerate. Because I cut Grim Servant for half a second. Let's cut Bartholomew for Ephemerate. Okay. Draw. Swamp. Next turn. Fetid Heath. Next turn. Sand Scout. View Library. Air Raid Archway. Bounce Swamp. Play Starting Town. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. Recruiter. Get Vizier. Make double white. Ephemerate Recruiter. Get Putrid Goblin. Next turn, Ephemerate Recruiter. Get Blood Artist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't play a land last turn. 1, 2. Make double white. Think Vizier of Remedies. Black. 1. Float 1. Blood Artist. 1. Putrid Goblin. We don't have a sack outlet. Oh, I'm a fool. Yeah. Yeah, no. I agree with you, Roboto, in YouTube chat, where it's like, I hope they find a good bracket 3 table one day. Because, man, the original deck was super cool. You could do, like, +1/+1 counter stuff. But, like, it's moved a little into the horrific nightmare mode. And you're still flickering things with Sand Scouts. It's because it's good. It's because it's good. Another blink pile for the Bucks. You know. Saw in half, probably. Should be in the stack, by the way. Maybe finally Axe Delivery Mughal. Or Mikaeus. Mikaeus is just too expensive. Oh, we have Reanimate. I didn't even realize that. Well, I'm cutting it now. I can't spell. There we go. Just put Bartholomew back. Can't keep this. Can keep this. Boromir. Enters tapped. Ugh. Play Shadowheart. Oh, he could have played Blood Artist there. Aha. And then now you go. Hooray, win. Okay, that's a turn 5 win. There you go. I'm just going to cut all the tap lands that are in here for no reason. Well, the reason is because they're budget, I imagine, but... No field stinkhole. Okay. ID equals to type land. Sort USD. Like Bleachbone Verge. Shattered Sanctum. Should probably drop the Viscerus here this turn just so we can draw Brina. So you load up the dog, and they play Shadowheart. Okay, this is a Shadowheart game. Okay, well, there's decent motion going on. I don't know if I can say much else. Okay, 1/2, black, black. Diabolic Intent. Sack Children. Search for Butcher Ghoul. Butcher Ghoul to play. 1/2. Vizier Remedies. This is infinite combo turn 7. Hooray! Okay, we did it. Okay, so Shadowheart actually mattered there. Where like you have the growing Brina threat, he grows your creatures, you can sack them. I saw the vision for once, which is nice. Very good. Okay, I believe in this deck now. Yeah. The second you find a bracket 3 table, you're gonna have a great time. Because you can get a lot more cute with your decks, but this is like more in line for bracket 4 and what you should be doing for that. If Opposition Agent is too expensive, maybe run something like a here we can go by price and I can give you some budget alternatives for these cards. So Oppo, a more budget version of this would be a Aven Mind Sensor. Shield was already in the deck, by the way, chat, so that's why I'm not talking about it. Sephiroth, any other like on death pinger, but it has to be a creature. You can't run Bastion of Remembrance. It needs to be a 2-mana creature. Even Vindictive Blood Witch is good. Drannith, probably like Thalia, Heretic Cathar. I wouldn't run the deck without Yawgmoth. Like Yawgmoth is just so good with the Undying creature you have, and it just draws you so many cards. It's ridiculous. Same thing with Ranger. Ranger getting Walking Ballista is very strong because Agatha Soul Cauldron's now in the deck. Honestly, it might be worth to cut the Ozolith. Dude, run like Calaxian. That'd be funny. They can still do cute Shadowheart things, right? With Calaxian and stuff. Or it does a big 7/2.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. No, thank you for showing up at the very end there. I was fine to do it without you. I do that all the time, right? So it's no stress at all. So yeah, I gave you some budget alternatives there for cards. If they ended up being too expensive to add, this is the link to the final version of the deck. So YouTube, I want to thank you all so much for stopping by, but that's going to do it for us.